This is Unit 4, Section 1, Problems 1 through 10. Problems 1 through 8 are long division. Number 2, x cubed minus 7x squared minus 14x plus 48 divided by x plus 3. The x plus 3 is the divisor. The other part is the dividend going in here. We are working to get this answer, the quotient here. You always start on long division by what's first underneath, what's left first underneath. So we take x cubed divided by x. That is x squared. That is the first part of our answer. Then to know where we go from there, we take that x squared times the divisor, which is x cubed plus 3x squared. Then we subtract that from the like terms above it. When you subtract, that makes this negative 3, and negative 7 makes negative 10x squared. Now we're with the negative 10x squared, so we divide by the x into it, which is negative 10x that goes up next on our answer. Then negative 10x is times your x plus 3, which gives you negative 10x squared minus 30x, which goes under like terms here above it. Then you subtract, meaning you change your signs. So this is plus 30x and negative 14x. So 16x plus 48 is remaining. So you take the 16x and divide by the first part of the divisor, x, which is 16. That goes up in your answer. Then 16 times x plus 3 is 16x plus 48. And you subtract again, you get 0. So this is your quotient. Same thing on number 4. We have x plus 1 as our divisor, and all of this is your dividend. You start with the first thing underneath, x to the 4th, divided by the x, which is x cubed. That goes on top. Then that x cubed is times your divisor. X to the 4th plus 1x cubed goes underneath here. You're subtracting. Again, means you change your signs. So this becomes negative 1x cubed, and negative 2x cubed is negative 3x cubed. Then you take the first thing underneath, negative 3x cubed, divided by that first part of your divisor, the x, and that's negative 3x squared, which goes on top. Then that negative 3x squared is times your divisor, x plus 1, gives you this. That goes underneath what it's like, and you subtract, meaning you change your signs. So this becomes plus 3x squared, taken away from or added to negative 9x squared, which is negative 6x squared. Now we have negative 6x squared. We start again by dividing it by x, negative 6x. Then negative 6x times your divisor, negative 6x squared minus 6x goes underneath. You subtract, change your signs. So this negative 6x becomes positive 6x, with 2x is 8x. That's what's left. Now you take that 8x divided by x is 8. Multiply, and you get here, and you subtract. Number 6, also long division. We happen to have a fraction here. Same work that you're doing here. The first thing underneath, divided by your divisor, x. 9x cubed goes here. Take that times your x minus the 1/3, gives you this, goes underneath. Subtract, change your signs, gives you negative 12x cubed. Then that's the first thing that's divided by your x. That's negative 12x squared that goes there. And so on. Negative 12x squared times x minus 1/3 gives you this. Then that goes underneath what it's like, and you subtract, meaning this 4x squared becomes negative 4x squared, added to 1x squared is negative 3x squared plus 7x. And so you start again. Negative 3x squared divided by x is negative 3x. Then times your x minus 1/3 is negative 3x squared plus 1x goes underneath. Change your signs. 7x minus 1x is 6x. Now your 6x is what you have underneath. so it's divided by x is 6. Then 6 times x minus 1/3 is 6x minus 2, goes underneath. Change your sign, you get 0. Number 8, same kind of steps. Follow along, same kind of thing. Number 8. Then on the next ones, we do what we call synthetic division. Synthetic division. From our divisor, x minus 4, we set it equal to 0, and that means 4 goes on the shelf. Then the numbers 1, negative 12, and 48, and negative 64 came from the numbers next to our terms in the dividend. 1x cubed means the 1 here. Negative 12x squared means negative 12 here. 48x means 48 here. Negative 64 here. The first thing you do is bring the first number straight down. The 1 comes straight down. Then whatever you have here, 1 is taken times what's on the shelf. 1 times 4 is 4. So that goes here. Then you add, that's negative 8. Then whatever's here is times what's on the shelf. Negative 32 goes over here. You add, that's 16. Then whatever's here is times what's on the shelf. 16 times 4, 64, and you get 0. So our answer is the 1, the negative 8, and the 16, and the 0 means there's no remainder. What does the 1 mean? The 1 means 1x squared. 1 less in the exponent than we had in our first part of our divisor. We had 1x cubed, so in our answer we have 1x squared. Then minus 8x, going down, plus 16 is our answer. That is synthetic division. That is synthetic division.